everybody, welcome back to Cooking with Countryside. This week we're going to be making a chocolate beet nice cream, and that basically means that it's dairy free. I'm not sure where the term nice came from instead of ice. It's kind of a play on words, but it is kind of a trendy dish. They actually have like a Yo Nana's machine that makes this kind of soft serve ice cream, so that's what we're going to be duplicating today with a blender. So what you're going to need is you're going to need a bar of chocolate, any kind you would like. This one that I got is the Tanzania 75% chocolate. And then you're going to need beets, and honey is optional if you'd like it to be a little bit sweeter. So this is kind of like you'll do a taste test and then add honey if you need it. And then things that you need that you won't be able to get at the market are milk and bananas. And I think that's just about everything. So there is a little bit of prep ahead of time that you have to do for this. So I already did it, but the night before you want to make this, you're going to want to peel and freeze 2 bananas. Okay, and then the other thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to boil your beet. So get water boiling, throw the beet in there, and keep it in there probably about half an hour until the beet is fork tender. You can easily put a fork through it. Then you can go ahead and peel it and cool it. I just stuck mine in the freezer, and so it would cool faster because I didn't do it the night before. But if your beet was frozen, it would turn out just fine. But you don't want it to be hot because then it's gonna melt the frozenness of the banana and it's not gonna work out. So pretty much everything is just gonna get thrown in a blender. It's not too difficult. So I have my beet here. I'm gonna use 1 beet, and I'm just gonna slice it up a little bit smaller to make it a little easier on my blender. And we're gonna throw that in. And then 2 bananas. And I might cut these in half, or in like thirds again, just to make it easier on the blender. And then we're gonna use about 2 tablespoons of milk. I'm just gonna start with just a splash of milk because you can always add more, but you can't take it away. Okay, and I'm not gonna add the honey right now because I wanna taste it first to see how sweet it is, because I don't wanna make it too sweet. So then you just blend it up. So, oh no, not this blender again. The texture we're kind of going for is soft serve. My blender is already struggling, so if you need to add more liquid, like me, don't be afraid. And so, like my blender, I just have to keep pulsing it because it is a lot thicker than your normal smoothies would be. So it might struggle a little bit. Unless you have like a really nice blender, then you'd probably be a little bit better. This is like the point where you would insert the Jeopardy theme song. Waiting, right? Okay, so now you have this beautiful pinkish red, nice cream, almost ready to go. But the final touch we need is we're gonna chop up this chocolate to garnish it. And you could also kind of like shave it. I mean, if you have a chocolate bar, it's kind of gonna break off anyway. So as you can see, it's pretty small pieces. But you can do a few squares of chocolate, and then we're just gonna mix that in And that's gonna be our nice dessert. And then again, we can taste it and determine if it needs honey or not. So let me do that. You know, I think that's pretty sweet on its own. My bananas were a little more on the riper side, so that's gonna make them sweeter. So like, you know those bananas that you use for banana bread? They weren't quite that ripe, but they were still pretty ripe, so they had plenty of time to get sweet. Okay. So I'm just going to kind of scoop this into a bowl, and then I should probably use a spoon. That might make more sense rather than using a fork. So I'm just gonna scoop this into a bowl, and then I'm gonna mix in the chocolate. And alternatively, you could use cocoa powder when you're blending it with the beet and the banana, and then you could just add the chocolate chunks on top. But that's a nice and easy summer dessert. Again, if you're someone who can't eat dairy, this is a great alternative for you. But as always, if you're interested in finding out how you can get these ingredients to make your very own chocolate beet ice cream, visit countrysidefoodandfarms.org. Thank you.